Hey there, Crystal Thompson here for Simon Says Stamp. Today I am playing around with the exclusive Stamptember from Acrylic Besotted, and I'm doing a race scene with the stamp set. The stamp set is called Skating Around, and it has the cutest little critters and a fun shape with a scene. So we're going to be doing a race scene with it. And we're going to be using three of the little guys. I want to say it's a kitty and a bunny, and I don't know what the other one is. You're going to need two pieces of cardstock, a round die, and your Simon Says Stamp ink that you can do some Copic coloring. So I went ahead and did my die cutting onto the first top panel of my card. So we're going to be using both of these pieces. The round circle is going to be used to stamp that round scene. And so I'm going to be sure that it fits. We're going to place it right in the center. And I am using my Misty for this purpose. I want to be sure that I get a very nice, clean, crisp image with that black ink. And I've added a little piece of masking tape on the back of that circle because there wasn't a lot of area to add the magnetic strip. So we're going to ink it up. And again, we're using the Simon Says black ink, which is going to allow us to do the Copic coloring. And if you don't have something that lets you do that, you can use just your regular ink and then heat emboss it or heat set it so it is ready to go and it's not going to run off with your alcohol markers. I'm going to press down, and I'm really liking the way this has stamped down. It's very nice, clean, and crisp. It's going to make some really cool images. We're going to set that aside, and we're going to bring back the Misty in another piece of white cardstock. I'm using Neenah 110 pound, and I am adding the three little critters that I had mentioned earlier. And these guys are super cute, and I think it'd be really fun to kind of stamp them all and then go ahead and color with your Copics and then use the coordinating dies to get them ready to go. So I'm going to add these guys. We're going to place down our lid. And this one does have enough surface area that I could have used my magnetic strip. I do have a little bit of tape in the bottom, but I'm not too worried about it. And then again, we're going to stamp with the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. And guys, these are brand new sets, and last year the Acrylic Besotted stamp set sold out super fast. So if you like this, go grab it. Don't wait, because once it's gone, and they're not going to be remade. And yeah, so you want to get this exclusive set. So we're going to just press down, and then we can move on to doing our Copic coloring. So I'm going to set these guys right next to each other, and I'm going to bring in my Copics. And I did not want to do a ton of blending because I didn't want to take a ton of time doing that either. Just wanted to make it nice, quick, and easy, especially because we're going to be doing adding some scenes to the card. So I wanted to start with the tree just so I know that I had my green color before I move on to doing the buildings around it. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to do a night scene or a day scene, and I went for the day scene. So I have the place where they're skating, and I'm going to start with the little cat, and I don't have the coordinating dies. So I wanted to show you how fast and how easy it was to cut the little critters. And I know that the stamp sets with the dies sell faster because you guys want to do that, and that's awesome. So if you end up finding just a stamp set, you can see how easy these guys are to cut. So now we can move on to putting our card together. I'm going to bring in a piece of red cardstock. That white stuff you see, that is cornstarch, what is going to prevent any static or any of that white embossing powder to stick to the rest of the cardstock, because I do want a nice, clean, crisp image of the sentiment. And because these sentiments are tiny, really want them to pop up. So I'm going to add my fine white detail embossing powder to this. I'm going to heat set it. I'm going to use my paper trimmer and add foam adhesive on the back. Moving on to putting our card together, I have added, well, we're going to add some roller, and this is just the flat adhesive, and this is from Scrapbook Adhesives, and I'm going to place this onto the card. But however, I want that negative die cut to sit on top. So as you can see the little edges, there's foam on the edge ready to go. So we're gonna not press down, even though there's glue on the back of the scene. We're just gonna use that top part kind of as our puzzle, kind of as our guide to be sure that it's gonna fit. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna raise it. Just kind of get your corners on top and the bottom of your card so ready to go. Once it's set, push down to get your adhesive pressed onto the card base. We're gonna remove the back ends of the foam. Press down, and since we already lined it up, it should line up very nicely. I really like the clean, crisp images of this panel. I'm going to bring in the Nuvo drops, and this is going to be Nuvo Drop Glaze, which dries clear, kind of gives it some embellishment. And this is one of the larger bottles. I'm kind of added just on the side of what it looks like the eyes. And in my drawer, I found the Distress Mica flakes. They're really fun, and I thought it looked like snowflakes. And I want to say this came in a Simon kit, last year sometime. And so you can buy them individually in the Simon Says store. So I'm gonna kind of put them down, and I'm going to put them back onto a piece of cardstock and then place them back into my container, and then just press them down just a little bit to make sure that they're gonna hold on. But now you have a snowy ice skating ready to go. We're going to bring all the little guys back. There's foam adhesive on the back, and I've double foamed. So I cut a layer of foam, folded it, and now we're ready to go. We're going to start with the one that has fallen down. We're going to put them on the left side. And so when I was selecting which little critters I was going to color, I was thinking about their placement on the card. And they're all kind of going to sit in the outer edge of the scene. You're going to place it down. And then we're ready to bring in those sentiments. So the sentiments that we had heat embossed with the black was ouch and merry and eek. So be merry. So I'm going to add the be merry to the happy one. I'm going to add the ouch to the one that fell, and then we're going to do the eek to the other one that's closest to the Christmas tree. And the red just really makes the whole Christmas scene ready to go. And I'm loving the clean and simple, yet we did a lot of coloring, right? And these are super, super tiny, and I don't think it takes away from the scene at all. Pretty happy with that. And I wanted to add one more sentiment, so I went ahead and grabbed the same red cardstock, did some heat embossing on that as well, and the sentiment says skating to say hi. So it's not technically a Christmas card, it's more of a winter with the Christmas tree. Super fun, super cute little critters, and I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial on this race scene using the Clearly Besotted Stamptember exclusive skating around. Go grab it before it sells out. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Thanks so much. Have an amazing day.